Hi, Professor. Welcome to our presentation. Our project title is a data-driven analysis of iPhone sales trends and market share. Chapter 1. The chapter introduces the importance of data-driven decision-making for companies like Apple. It explains how analyzing iPhone sales data from 2014 and 2023 helps understand trends, improve performance, and stay competitive in a fast-changing smartphone market. Chapter 2. This chapter outlines the changes in iPhone sales and marketing share due to internal and external factors. It raises 5 research questions focused on sales trends, marketing share trends, external influence, industry reflection, and prediction. Chapter 3. The study used descriptive statistics, visual analysis, and linear regression to analyze iPhone sales trends. Data from 2014 and 2023 was connected from Kaggle and persistent user pattern. Chapter 7. The discussion highlights daily user growth and marketing share. Despite some sales fluctuations, Visualize shows strong trends after 2022 and predictions suggest moderate future growth. The study stressed the need for more advanced forecasting tools and continued adaptability. Chapter 8. This chapter suggests Apple should expand in emerging markets, use flexible pricing, strengthen its ecosystems, improve forecasting for production, enhance online and retail sales, focus on sustainable innovation. Chapter 9. The study concludes that iPhone sales and user base on growth steady, despite some yearly variations. Apple maintains a strong market position and the forecasting model shows upward trends and suggests future work should use more complex models for better accuracy.
Good day, Professor. Today I will be presenting an analysis based on the descriptive statistics and time trend of iPhone sales and market share. This analysis was conducted using SPS and includes key metrics such as mean variance, standards, and deviation. The purpose is to offer a clear picture of how iPhone has performed globally and in the United States across various dimensions. First one, import the Excel field into SPSS, and then perform descriptive statistics analysis. Step 1, open the descriptive tool, go to analyze to descriptive statistics to descriptive. So step 2, select the text box, move the following various box to the right panel, such as this one. Step 3, choose statistics options. We can click the options, follow mean, standards. So we click continue. Okay. So SPS will now generate a descriptive statistics table. And then I perform a trend analysis, time series charging. Step 1, ensure the data test contain year globe. Step 2. Create a line chart. I can use year to X or read X and no iPhone US is Y axis. Next one. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth one. Sixth one. And last one. Click OK to generate the chart. Let's begin with the descriptive statistics. The dataset contains 10 reward records, each representing key variables related to iPhone usage and sales. From this, we observe that the number of global iPhone users ranges from the mini of 400, from of 442 million to maximum of 1.46 billion, with an average of 942 million. This wide range indicates that while iPhone usage varies significantly, the average user count provides a balanced central tendency, suggesting that the overall distribution is not heavily skewed. For, for Focusing on the United States, the number of iPhone users has a mean of 127 million, with various ranging between 88 million and 153 million. This relatively narrow range and small standard deviation of around 20 million reflect a stable user base in one of Apple's most important markets. This consistency shows that the US continues to be a stronghold for iPhone consumption. Next, let's look at the trend analysis from 2013 to 2024. The time series charts real steady growth in both the number of iPhone users and revenue over the year. The user base shows a continuous upward, suggesting increasing adoption and deeper market penetration. Revenue growth reflects rising consumer spending and perhaps higher pricing strategies. Interestingly, the percentage of iPhone users of smartphone users shows a noticeable upward trend, especially after 2022. This implies that iPhone is capturing an increasingly large portion of the market, potentially at the expense of Android or other competitors. However, iPhone sales data shows notable volatility from 2018 to 2020. Sales experienced a significant drop, which may be attributed to market saturation, economic shifts, or weaker product sales. After this period, sales record indicating a rebound given possibly for uh, innovation or marketing effects. This fluctuation contrasts with the steadily growing user base and show that while the iPhone remains popular, actually purchase are influenced by dynamic external and internal factors. In conclusion, the combination of descriptive statistics and generalizes patients comprehensive picture of iPhone's market dynamics. The brand has built a reliable user base, maintained strong market presence, and continued to generate significant revenue. However, unusual sales can fluctuate due to market force, product update, and global events. Understanding these patterns is crucial for statistic planning and forecasting in a competitive industry like consumer electronics. Thank you for your attention.
Let's move to chapter 5. Today I will walk you through the key visualizations from our analysis of iPhone sales and market performance from 2014 to 2023. These charts highlight trends in user growth, market share, and future projections. And this is first chart. This chart shows US phone sales growing from 7.2 million to 13.5 million units, an 86% increase over the decade. The post-pandemic surge was particularly strong, with 2023 sales representing nearly 9% of all US iPhone users, showing healthy upgrade cycles and market expansion. And the chart 2. Here we see steady growth in active iPhone users from 88 million in 2014 to 153 million in 2023. This upward trend underscores Apple's strong brand loyalty and ecosystem retention. And this chart 3, iOS consistently outperformed Android in the US, maintaining 44% to 60% market share. Peaks in 2020 to 2021 suggest Apple's premium position and ecosystem lock-in are key advantages. And this is chart 4. Globally, iPhone's share of smartphone users jumped from 42 to 58%. This aligns with Apple's expanded influence in developed markets and the rising developed markets and the rising premium segment demand. And this is chart 5. And I add trend line here. So our linear regressions model projects modest but stable growth, with 2024 to 2025 sales estimated at maybe 250 million units annually. While simplified, this baseline highlights Apple's enduring momentum. And to summarize, iPhone sales and user bases are growing. iOS dominates in the US, and global adoption is rising. These insights reinforce Apple's market strengths while suggesting opportunities like targeting emerging economies or refining pricing. Thank you.
Hi, Professor. I'm going to introduce the predictive analysis from Chapter 6 of our project. This part of the study focuses on forecasting future iPhone sales based on historical data. And here is our historical data. We use BUS to build a linear regression model using year as an independent variable and global iPhone sales as a dependent variable. The model shows a generally upward trend from 2014 to 2023, despite some minor fluctuations. Here is our project of Chapter 6. Based on this trend, we predicted that iPhone sales would continue to grow slightly in 2024 and 2025. Although the model is quite simple, it gives us a baseline forecast to support business planning. However, we also acknowledge its limitations. It doesn't take into account other important factors like product launches, pricing strategy, or economic conditions. So in the future, more complex models with multiple variables should be considered to improve accuracy. In conclusion, this analysis suggests that iPhone sales remain stable and are expected to maintain positive growth in the near future. That's all. Thank you.